So it's January 2023 and everybody's wondering, should I buy a house? I'm here to tell you, yes, you should, and I will give you the reasons why in the rest of this video. So a lot of articles you see say housing bubble this, market crash that, is it going to be like 2008? It's going to be worse than 2008. Whenever you see that, it's simply not true. 2008, anybody that knows anything about 2008 knows that there is nothing about this housing market that's anything like that housing market. It was completely apples to oranges. It's not the same thing. If you want to learn more about 2008, let me know and I can drop another video in the coming weeks and explain to you what led into 2008 and why it happened. The negative media surrounding the housing market has really done you as a buyer a favor. What it's done is it's really slowed the market down. There's just less transactions. Values haven't come down, interest rates have gone up, so affordability is a little less, yes, but right now is the time to get in because there's nobody shopping. In the late spring of 2022, we saw interest rates climb, and as they climbed, it started to slow the housing market a little bit. The reason they climbed is the Fed hiked rates to fight inflation. Inflation ultimately will cause interest rates to rise, and they're going to start to lower them to try to boost the spring market. All indicators point to lower rates coming in the spring, and you may think that's great news. I'll wait till the spring to buy. As anybody that was in the buyer's market in the past 2-3 years will tell you, it was a really difficult time to buy. So right now, while there's not much activity going on, get in, go see some houses, contact your agent, and you can negotiate a better deal right now. And then if rates drop like we think they're going to in the spring, if they go down to below 5%, you can refinance then. But if you wait until then to buy a house, the influx of buyers is going to be coming over the hill, faces painted like Braveheart, ready to attack the market again, and then we're going to have bidding wars and you're going to be right back to where you started. Only instead of 2-3 years ago you were getting an interest rate at like 3% or below, now the interest rates are still going to be around 5% or 5.5%. They're not going to come down to 3%. So if you're waiting for that, that may never happen again. I really do understand that a big commitment like buying a house is a scary thing because everybody worries about, what if I can't afford it, what's going to happen? Chances are if you're paying rent anywhere right now, you can afford a housing payment. Interest rates are up, so yeah, your payment's going to be higher, but think of it this way. A mortgage payment is primarily made up of two things, principal and interest, okay? The bank makes the money off the interest. The principal literally goes back into your pocket in equity in your house. It's a forced savings account. And the only difference between a traditional savings account and your new mortgage payment or your forced savings account is that the mortgage, the house value is going to appreciate a lot faster than a savings account will. Over the past 40 years, we've seen houses on average increase about 4.5% year over year, compounded. So what's that mean? That means if you were to buy a house today at $200,000, in 15 years, if we appreciated about 4.5% like we have over the past 40 years on average, at 4.5%, you're looking at a value of around $387,000 in 15 years. That's going to appreciate a lot more than a savings account. Now, what can you do when your house appreciates and you don't have it paid off? Well, chances are you're going to have a lot of equity built in the house, so you're going to be able to get a loan off of it. If you need to take out money for your kid's college fund, if you want to put a big addition on your house, or if you want to use it as a down payment for your next rental property to have some passive income, tune in for that. But you could do anything with it. So if you're a person that's been renting for a while and maybe you struggle saving money, maybe you're the type of person that always says, oh, I'm going to start saving, 15% of my paycheck or 10% of my paycheck. If you buy a house, you're literally forcing yourself to save money in which you can use later. It's the fastest way to build long-term wealth. If you got some value out of this video, just hit the like button, let me know. Also, I could do more videos specifically if you wanted to get into, how this market is different from the 2008 market. I can certainly do that if that eases your fears. Also, a lot of lenders right now are doing buy-down programs and figure out how to lower your interest rate by 2% in the meantime. So take the buy-down now, and then when rates drop in the future, you can refinance then and lock yourself into a long-term, low interest rate. If you want to know more about that, I'll link my Instagram below. Just hit me up in the messages and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.